thank you very much for the warm welcome. Tonight is episode 486 from memory, getting close to the 500. So as you know, the first Monday of every month, we do a very special collaboration with Health Hub Bali. And tonight we'll have 4 core partners of Health Hub Bali tonight. The episode is about HHB, which is Health Hub Bali, Rebranding Bali, the Integrative Health Hub. So, this is number 42 in our Future of Health series. And, you know, SpeakuP Monday Destination Indonesia, as I mentioned before. Now, I just want to give you a few of the takeaways from tonight. So, what is medical tourism and why it doesn't work in Indonesia? What is integrative health and why integrated health tourism is unique to Bali and what gap it's bridging? Then we're going to talk about what HHB or Health Hub Bali is doing about and how it benefits you in this integrative health model. Now, you might see that we have a missing person tonight, so at some point, don't adjust your set. Dr. Jaya is going to be coming in, so this could be quite interesting. So just a quick mention here. So to my left, Dr. Gede Wiryana Patra Jaya. Thank you, my brother. Chairman of Bali Medical Tourism Association, and as I mentioned, HHB Core Partner. Now, Dr. Patra, in conjunction with Bali Tourism Board, comes with decades of in-hospital administration and the Medical Board of Doctors, Associations, and Integrative Medicine. Thank you. We'll do a round of applause at the end. And then our missing man right now, we call him Mr. Chai, but Dr. Sufendi, Mr. Chai, in other words, an integrative specialist for over 25 years and founder of BHCC, a hemodialysis ozone clinic that combines West and East treatments to help people regain their health and reverse chronic conditions. And then finally, or penultimately, Anastasio D'Souza, who you may well know, founder of Aspire Consulting Services. Again, HHB Core Partner, a magnetic force in every room. Hopefully his magnetism can bring Dr. Chai to us. He is a seasoned foreign entrepreneur turned business consultant, shaping Indonesia's business landscape since 2006. As a core partner of HHB Health Hub Bali, he brings shape, strategic vision, insight, and an analytical depth to elevate the integrated health tourism sector. And then me, because I need to read about myself because I don't remember, Robert Ian Bonnick, international speaker, author, advisor, co-founder of PT Carrier Life Group, Gateway to Indonesia, foreign founder of SpeakuP Monday, RIB and Associates, growth and integration strategist, recognized and endorsed by Forbes Business Council, Founder Institute, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia, Bali Tourism, and a #1 Bali changemaker. And then finally, why we're all here tonight, Health Hub Bali, connecting you to better health at the forefront of Bali health tourism and supported by significant numbers of people from patients, practitioners, hospitals, government institutions, and continues to develop innovative health journeys. So round of applause for that intro because it took a while. All right, so to get us started, seeing as we do have the chairman of Bali Medical Tourism Association, so Dr. Patra, if I ask you, you know, what is medical tourism, and you know, leading question, why it doesn't or why it does work in Indonesia, what would you say?
Okay, so thank you, Robert. For everybody, so this is maybe 4 times I come to SpeakuP Monday. Before maybe I'm talking about the concept, but in this moment I would like to inform the first is about that it will be the implementation we will be start on 18 August, yeah, maybe 2 weeks later. One hospital I have already prepared, and I would like to make that this hospital is the Integrated Health Hospital. So we run the conventional medicine, and then the second that we do the medical wellness program. So this is the journey from the medical to the wellness program. Yeah. And about the question from Robert, I'm looking at for medical tourism. So I looked at the first that the main problem is about the political will of our government. Before, our government didn't thinking about the medical tourism. But because we are in Bali, it's depend on the tourism. So we are thinking about focus for Bali. Bali would like to increase the tourism is going to quality tourism. Quality tourism is one of the program is a health tourism. So this is I looked at about the political will, and now we are I looked at about the we are in Bali. Governor start to give a focus for the health tourism. If you know that there is a special economic zone in Sanur, there is a Bali International Hospital, and around that it will be built maybe 6 clinics integrated with the hotel, the convention center, and etc. So it's already open by the president. They will focus for the medical tourism. Medical tourism, it's mean that the people come from one place to the other place to have treatment. Yeah, this is for the sick people. Yeah, so like Bali International Hospital, they have a center of excellence for cardiology, oncology, neurology, gastro, and orthopedic. But beside of the Bali International Hospital, in Bali now there are 78 hospitals around Bali. And I'm as a chairman of the Bali Medical Tourism Association has already selected 14 hospital, 6 government hospital and 8 private hospital. Private hospital like Siloam, BMC, Bali Royal Hospital, Prima Medica, and etc. So every hospital, even though is they are the general hospital, but they have a center of excellence. Like Prof. Ngurah Hospital, the highest level hospital in Bali, they have a center of excellence for cardiology. Like Siloam, they have for center of excellence of the orthopedic and etc. Like that. So we are in Bali has already, and there is a regulation from the Ministry of Health that hospital choose as a medical tourism hospital. There is a regulation for the Ministry of Health. But the other side, we are in Bali thinking for the healthy people or the people who have the risk factor. Maybe, for example, their mother or father have a diabetic, so they have a risk factor for diabetic. So we create the program. We combine, we integrated between the medical conventional wellness program and traditional Balinese. So this is the journey. Yeah, and the program is not running in hospital, but we do in the resort, in the villa, on the wellness space, and etc. So our team will be coming to the tourism facility to running the program like that. So we are in Bali. We know that we are depends on tourism. So I'm as a chairman of the Bali Medical Tourism start to create the program, medical tourism, medical wellness program, but not only talking. What I said before that learning by doing. So this is my principle. It's okay.
Thank you very much indeed. So Dr. Chai or Mr. Chai, come forward please, my brother. I saw you there somewhere. Feel free just to walk in and find your way to your seat. And there you go, my brother. It's just over here. Round of applause please for Mr. Chai. There you go. Welcome, brother. Good to see you again. So as our dear brother Dr. Patra Jaya again, chairman of Bali Medical Tourism Association, what was saying was breaking down this journey, of, again, we're talking about rebranding Bali. And I think for those of you who have seen or haven't seen the last 40 plus episodes of this, it's really worth looking at the YouTube channel, SpeakuP Monday, and you'll find it in the SpeakuP Monday playlist, and just go through it, because as Patra said, he's been on four times. He's coming back every week now, so it's really powerful to get the body to what he said, which again, for a lot of people here, this integrative model, and obviously I will be assisted on this journey tonight, is about coming in to Bali, which has an energy unique, right? A taksu, which is healing. So your body, your nervous system is already relaxing when you step onto Bali. Then what you have is the most advanced Western medicine here as well, to get your baselines tested to see where you are, your diagnosis, and then where it comes to how we can treat it. And as Dr. Patra was saying, is that we have these Eastern modalities, methodologies, USADA, which are extremely powerful in how you can treat this disease, right, or whichever's happening in your body. There's also, you can also follow the Western route as well, traditional Western medicine. And then what we're going to get into tonight is about this, and this is probably a good time to bring in Dr. Chai. You have different aspects of this. So if you think about coming into Bali, energy is relaxing the nervous system already, which doesn't happen in many other places in the world. And then as you come on, your baselines are tested to see where you are. And then as we go forward, different ways to treat what is happening in your body. So now we have Mr. Chai, which again, I introduced you already, but don't let that stop you. What part or what role do you see does BHCC play in this process of integrative medicine here in Bali, integrative health tourism, medical tourism in Bali?
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to say sorry because my English not that good, but at least sometime maybe I can deliver the meaning. Okay, I've been in this business around 25 years. First of all, medical tourism, it is very famous. Why? Because actually we do not want to get sick. We do not getting old or look older. We always want to keep younger, full of energy. Even we getting 80 or 90 years old, but we want to be still functioning. We can capable to do many things. So sickness is not an option. But here we are. When we talking about the medical, this term is very scary. Who want to get a medical? No, nobody want. So in here, when we talking about medical, especially about pharmacy, surgery, mostly my patient a Westerner. They prefer not to coming to hospital in Bali. They said, is this hygiene or not? I said, yeah, of course hygiene. No, I prefer go to Singapore. I prefer go to Malaysia. Yes, that's the truth. Yet, my old fellow, who is the working in health minister, is retired and become my supervisor in my clinic. I have a clinic with 40 machines of dialysis, but it is free. Yes, it is free for our community, especially with the maybe KTP local people. It's free, totally free, no need to pay. Just show up your face, and we can serve you better. The problem is always medical is not an option because we cannot compare to catch up like compared to Singapore. But the strong point is sometimes I always talking about the funny things. Yes, yeah. What is the funny things? Number one, there's only 3 countries in the world have the top of the population. Number 1, which country? Yeah? Yeah, who? No.
China,
you, sir.
Thailand, Australia,
Number
US.
1, population number 1, China. And what they have? Herbal. Okay. Number 2, India. And then have what? What they have? Ayurveda. Okay. And then number 3, population, the dense population in the world. Number 3.
A few people are saying US, but I don't
No.
think. Not US.
US a mixer. No. Indonesia. Yes. So we are Indonesia. And then, so what is Indonesia? We have potion. So, herbal drink. We call jamu. Yeah. And when you go to maybe Balinese, they give you, or maybe to spa, they give you bore. What is that? There's a herbal root. There's turmeric, maybe some ginger, and yes. So that's why, if you have this kind of herbal or Ayurvedic, you can live longer. Because when talking about the dense of the population, number 1, you are not easily to die. You can live longer. Number 2, what do you call?
Fertilization.
Is mean you just dip something and then you have the child. Really? Yes. So we are not breeding. We are staking. We do stake. Really? Yes. So be careful when you play with Indonesian. You easily to get pregnant. Or maybe some men want to play, but be careful. You should have something safety. That's funny thing, but that's truth. So what are we going to do? So we coming to Indonesia because cheap. But I cannot say cheap. No, that's not good for me. Okay, for Indonesia not good. Don't say that. Affordable. That's very affordable. Yes, but it's good in value. Why? Because even for the coffee, you drink the organic coffee. You go to Vietnam. Oh my goodness, they give me many what they call antibiotic. I don't know, something like that. You see? So here is organic. Why? Because we cannot purchase the chemical. So they use dung for fertilization. Dung, cow dung, chicken dung. That is organic. You see? So in Indonesia, we are very living heavily, but there's an organic, very expensive, but still affordable. So who can keep coming to Indonesia? First of all, living cost very low, and if you want to have maid, you can have maid. If you need company, there's many girls can be your company with very affordable. If you want men, there's many men. They charging you not by hours. No hour. So maybe you can contract them by lifetime.
We're gonna begin to bring this back on track, Mr. Jaya.
So I said to you, you are to go to the perfect place in the planet. You can live longer. Really? Yeah. You know, I've been in Australia. There's an Australian married with Australian married with Indonesian women. I said, where do you live? I work here. Okay, how much you earn? He said, I earn 10,000 monthly. I said, wow, so lucky you. Can you have a house here? He said, no, I cannot. Really? I said, we just earn, let's say, 3,000 Australian dollar. We can have a good living. Maybe we can rent land for, let's say, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, or maybe you can, if that's eligible.
Got it.
You see? So that's here, living here is no pressure. So let alone you have a very strong herbal. So what we're going to do? Number one, go to the beach, have a party, and then you can have many mates as long as you want. That's enough. But of course, you go to spa, affordable. Why? Because the spa here is just only cost you $30. I've been in Singapore or in Malaysia. Balinese who do massage. How much I pay? $90. What? See? Original Balinese. You can have forget affordable. But what I want to say, Bali, why Bali? Because Bali there's no heavy industry. No heavy industry. You can see the sky blue. You go to Jakarta. Oh my God. No. It can kill you. It shorten your life. So in here, number one, you know, how we can get older without slowly aging. Oxygen. So when you heart pain, chest pain, the heart muscle crying for oxygen. We don't drink one day, it won't kill you. You not eating one day, it won't kill you. 10 minutes without oxygen is killing you. So that's very important. The point. So oxygen is very important. How to deliver oxygen? There's two things. First of all, make sure your blood vessel is broad enough. So what make the blood vessel stiff? Calcium score. Secondly, the blood clotting. Number three, the low of oxygens. So how to clean this is very, very important to us. If we have car, what we are going to do the service center? Change oil regularly, whenever is broke or not. But of course not. We clean our blood. We clean our blood. So it means very, very in our blood. We clean our blood. So it means very, very important to clean your blood. Why? Because this is the waste of metabolism. 90% of the problem is always involved in the blood vessels. 90%. And how long is our blood vessel totally? 2 times of the globes. 2 times of the globe. 100,000 kilometers. 2 times of the globe. You see? It's very, very long. And the most important thing, 80% of them consist of capillaries, very, very tiny blood vessel. So you have vena, you have artery, but if you lose of the capillaries, you still can live like this. You live, but you are not functioning. Capillaries, the tiny blood vessel. So what are you going to do? Clean your blood regularly. Of course, you can eat whatever you eat, but don't forget to clean. But sometimes some people they want to eat more herbs. Why? Because herbs they can clean your blood, they can clean your kidney, can clean your liver. So it keep the blood more fluent, more circulate, more better to flow. So what I'm going to do, 90% of the problem is the blood circulation. So my cleaning, number one, to clean the blood, to filter out the blood. That's very important. So what you eat, sometimes, people smoking, sometimes people drinking. It doesn't matter. But as long as you can clean your blood, it won't have the side effect. No accumulation. Problem is already accumulate. So like you, 49, and then you accumulate of your plaque in the blood vessels 49%. Wow.
Cool.
So if you can lower that, so you can lower it to 20 or 30. So you functioning like 20 or 30.
So what we're going to do, we're going to spread this, because the mic will come back to you.
Yes.
So maybe if you give yourself one minute just to finish this part, and then we'll carry on.
Okay. Apologize. That's why they want me to talk, because I like to talk.
So BHCC ozone treatment is what Dr. Chai is talking about. All right. So look, Mr. Chai, we're going to continue. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
So
My apologies.
Anastasia, round of applause, please, for the monologue from Mr. Chai. But it's good. It's good stuff. So if you pass the microphone to Anastasia, that one, yes. Woo. All right. So now I'm going to put a time limit on the answers, which is fine, right? So rebranding Bali as an epicenter for health and wellness. So you've been a core partner for Health Hub Bali for a while now. So when we talk about tonight's topic, which is again about rebranding Bali, what comes up? How can you distill that for people to get an idea of what we're talking about?
Hello. Yep. So in short, I think like what Dr. Patra has mentioned is that medical tourism standing alone, right, for Indonesia, or let's say even for Bali itself, right, does not really work, right? So what we have come up is a little concept, or is a little pitch, is that we need to take what is uniquely Bali. And what is that? It's the health and wellness scene. As simple as that. It's not the medical scene or whatever, right? Even the Indonesians themselves, they do not want to come to Indonesia if they can afford it, right? First thing you go, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, whatever, right? And I believe the leakage for medical tourism, whoa.
Wind.
It's about 9 to 11 billion.
My dear, if you come and put the weight on it, thank you.
So the leakage for the domestic market for medical tourism alone in Yep. In Indonesia is around 9 to 11 billion US dollars a year. Right? That's a huge amount of money, a lot of leakage. Everything's going overseas. Right? So at the end, coming back to this, right? Forget about the rest of Indonesia. Let's just focus on Bali. Right? Let's focus on the wellness and health scene. Bali is known for that. Right? It is what is Ubud? Ubud means medicine. Correct? Right? And Bali has been branded as a healing island, right? People have been coming down here for years. So let's take that at the front. That's what we want to try to do here. We want to put that in the front, health and wellness scene in the front, but to be supported by the medical sector, right? Because at the end of the day, we need to do testings, right? Testing has to be done medically in order to gauge, to measure, right? You can't do it on just health and wellness alone. Let's say, example, if you go through a little journey, a health journey or wellness journey, point A, or let's say starting point A, right? What you need to be tested. Okay, this is where you are right now. 10 days later, how are you? 30 days later, 1 month later, 3 months later, 1 year, right? And that has to be medically tested, right? So that is our approach to basically the health or medical and wellness tourism sector here in Bali. And this is why we believe that by using this method or applying this strategy, right, Bali can prosper.
Thank you. So coming back to Dr. Patra, all right. So next question for you. Now, last month we were strategic partners, as you know, of Bali Wellness and Beauty Expo, right? 2025 took place at the Mirror in Sanur. Beautiful event, 3,000 people. Great. Malali Group organizing it. So next question then is, when it comes to Bali's doctors and health practitioners, coming together in a unique blend of ancient wisdom as well for real health. Now, we've mapped out already what integrative health is. West comes to east, but can you give us another example of what kind of health journeys, to put some weight on what Anastasio just said? What does a health journey look like for cancer treatment, for example?
Okay, so when the Wellness and Beauty Expo in Sanur, so I myself have already presented about the concept of Bali. Once again, we make integration between the medical conventional wellness program and Bali traditional medicine, because we have already prepared the regulation for that, especially for the Bali traditional medicine. There is a governor regulation that makes sure the people who treat the Balinese traditional medicine, they have certified for that. So this is important. And the second, that after the event, so we are now to prepare in one hospital, what I said, that we will be do what is Anastasio said. So in the front, we will be post the health and the wellness, but we still using the medical indicator to look that there is a progress, or there is if before it's only what you feel, I'm getting better, but we would like to make a measurement by the medical concept. But once again, we would like to do that. We would like to decrease the sickness atmosphere, because sometimes the people, when we are talking about the medical, they are thinking, I will be fine the disease and then will be treated or operation and etc. So this is that we would like to do in the future for Bali. Once again, we are looking, Bali have a strength, we have a weakness, we have opportunity, and we have a threat. So this is, we would like to create the solution or the strategy. But once again, I would like to make the collaboration between the local professional with the foreign professional. Yes, we know that for the special economic zone, the foreign doctor can be practiced in this area. But I have already told for governor, not only the special economic zone, around Bali, it can be do like that. But in the first step, we would like to make collaboration. So the local doctor will be as a practice, license for practice, but the foreign as a medical advisor. So they will be working together for them. Yeah. That's it.
Wonderful. And look, so when it comes to the health journey for cancer treatment, can you give us a little bit of frame around that?
For the cancer, especially for the cancer, that we would like to, the goal of the program is to increase the quality of life. For life and death is depend on the God. But once again, because we look in Indonesia, after treated in the hospital, or now there are many people that they have cancer but they don't want to treat it by the medical. So we would like to make the quality of life. It's mean that we would like focus for the psychological aspect, for the nutrition, and this one is about the pain management, because some of the cancer, they have a problem with the pain problem. So this is, so we have already prepared maybe for 7 days program. So in the first program, what we will be do for the second days and etc. until the 7 days program. So once again, we make integration between the medical, conventional wellness program and traditional Bali, like that.
So as you can see, that's an example of this integrative model of health or medical tourism. And look, so when you look back through the episodes of Health Hub Bali, in a way where we've come is that now we've come from a Canggu moment. There you go. So we've come from, if the body is healthy, if I cut myself, the body will heal. But when we have these lifestyle factors that Mr. Chai was talking about before, of different cities and lifestyle and thinking, the body gets overloaded. And again, what Mr. Chai was saying about the ozone treatment is a way to reset the body, so the body can now heal itself, right? So as we've come through these different episodes, we've done things like biohacking, for example. Again, those of you who were here at the time, and the role that biohacking can play is it's not supposed to be necessarily a long-term strategy, but it's a way to hack your biology to bring you back to a state of balance in the same way as ozone does, right? So we've been through biohacking to bioharmony. We've kind of brought you through this health journey of coming from west to east here. Dr. Patra has already been through and explained, the role of Bali medical tourism and how we've kind of created these health journeys, which Health Hub Bali is really talking about, how to create these personalized health journeys for each person based upon what it is you have, based upon being tested in the first place. Then we've spoken about in the past, about these pit stops. These pit stops are places where you can go have your baselines measured and tested, not necessarily in a hospital, but we have different clinics around Bali, which again is being increased as we go. We've spoken a little bit about life centers, where if the purpose of us is to return back to being healthy, and we've used different modalities to bring us back to a healthy state, then life centers are a place where we can live. The food is grown locally. We're living in harmony with nature, with the land, and so on. So this is kind of lifestyle elements, which we're going to get into soon. So coming back to you, Mr. Chai, and we've spoken already about ozone. We've spoken already about BHCC and the role it performs in this whole integrative journey and this personalized journey, as you like. But just coming just to your personal experience, because people here are in different places, and I know that you've had some very remarkable transformations and healing with this, returning the body back to its baseline. So in 2 minutes, I'm going to give you a time limit this time. 2 minutes, someone start their watch in a minute. Otherwise, we're going to be here for the rest of the night. In 2 minutes, can you give us an example of someone who came in, what they had and what they left with, the healing journey?
Okay.
It's on.
Okay. This is very, very tough questions and very limited.
All right, we're just going to give you another mic, and Anastasia, you hold on to that mic. Yeah, all right.
Test.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, test. Yeah.
Everything back to its place.
So very limited. I don't know how to answer, but I try my best. First of all, people can live longer if the blood vessel function, because it's delivery oxygens, it delivery nutritions, and all the digestion need circulation. So that's why in the morning, please don't drink cold water or ice water. You must drink warm water. Why? Because like car, when you start the engine, before you run, you must make it warmer. So our body, the digestion need warmer. So when you get warmer, you drink warmer, and it started to work in perfection. And why people getting cancer? I want to answer this. Because you old. Really? But I'm not that old. I said, yes, even you claim you are 60, but your body is already 90. Your biological body is already 90. So everybody getting older will get cancer for free. For free. I don't want it. So that's why make sure your body works. Because if you cannot walk, you cannot dance, you cannot go to the beach, you cannot walk, you cannot help yourself, you cannot do exercises, my goodness, you are getting older and it is easily to get cancer. But somebody, if like For instance, I'm 65 or 70 years old and I have lump cyst in my intestine. Doctor found out, you have the cyst. You must have surgery. I said, don't. Why? Because when they cut it, and they will maybe giving you the antibiotic, chemotherapy, the survival rate is only 1/3, 30%. But why you are not going to do the surgery? Because at least it needs 10 to 15 years to become cancerous. So what are you going to do? You have 10 to 15 years to make it better. Because why? Because something that's growing, that's stuck inside. That's why, to lowering your oxidative stress, to clean all the accumulation of the toxin in the body. When you can clean it, you can move it, you can dance, you can run, you can do exercise. Oh my God, it can make you more than 90 years old. Yes, yes, that's it. So the most important, you don't want to get cancer, you must make your blood circulation much better, and you can move easily as you were young.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chai. Very, very helpful. And again, this is about giving value. And at the end of the day, it's nice if you can leave here with a few takeaways, right? So a few practical things that you can do, that you can bring into, that you can do tomorrow that will start to give you a result and an impact. Now, coming back to you, Dr. Patra, by the way, we have questions coming to the audience in about 5 minutes time. If you have a question for Mr. Chai, I'm going to put a time limit on it and be very hard, right? You've done so well, but you've given it all away already, right? We're coming back to you. Thanks for coming. So again, remember, so at the end here, we have Anastasio, who is, everyone here is a core partner in Health Hub Bali. When it comes to Anastasio, his role is about to set up the business, how things work, legal, legitimate, and credible, right? That's what he's doing. When it comes to Mr. Chai, obviously BHCC, I think I mentioned it 4 or 5 times already, is again this wonderful destination in Denpasar where you can have ozone treatment, help to return this body to healing state. Dr. Patra Jaya, again, chairman of Bali Medical Tourism Association, and Dr. Patra is another, again, core partner Health Hub Bali, and is overseeing this whole process, and has probably sometimes the hardest job because, again, you're that interface between government and hospitals, right? But again, because you've been a hospital administrator, you realize how it works. And then, so just breaking down one of the health journeys again is that, so again, you come to Bali, I've explained already about the energy of Bali. You're going to get tested at either a pit stop, a hospital, a clinic, give you your baselines. Then you have an individualized health journey, maybe a health coach, health concierge can help you on your journey, which may involve seeing Mr. Chai, it probably will, I would guess. And then as we go through, we have these different opportunities for you to engage in this integrative health model. And as Anastasia was saying before, the advantage of Bali against somewhere like Singapore, where Singapore medical tourism has already been developed, it's way ahead. But where Bali stands alone is this integrated model of health. And what Dr. Patra was saying earlier on, just in case you missed it, was that there's a hospital which has been taken over in Denpasar, which is integrated health under one roof. So all of these integrative models that we're talking about happens under one roof. So after you're probably going to ask Dr. Patra where the hospital is. You're more than welcome. Now, in this process, we also, which we haven't spoken about today, retirement tourism. I'm kind of getting older. I think we all are, as Mr. Chai was saying. But again, hospitals are one part of this, which are a very important part. And Health Hub is working with hospitals. So it's not changing the system. It's working with the system, amending it to this rebranding of Bali, working with hospitals or creating hospitals from scratch with this integrated health model. And then obviously once treatment has been done, we're talking about places where it's not a hotel, but it's like a place where you can recover. It's not the hospital, you're not sick, but you need to recover. So this is a whole nother element or area where Health Hub is contributing in how can we create and draw in the right resources to create these areas where you can recover. Okay, and then the final parts of this puzzle is that, you know, we've got health retreats, we've got different people setting up different types of clinics. How does all of these elements plug in to this integrative model of health? Well, they do actually, right? And this is what Health Hub is also pioneering. So coming back to one question for you before we go to questions to the audience, Dr. Patra. So we had a wonderful description from Mr. Chai. We had a wonderful description from Anastasia and obviously yourself. But for foreigners maybe coming into Bali, what is it that you would like to see if someone, you know, wants to be preventative? So they're not sick, they're not in ICU, they're not going to emergency, which obviously is going to be happening. But what is it that the confidence that you would like to see from foreigners coming into Bali, which are looking for this preventative model of health that we've been talking about? What would you say right now is missing, and what would you like to see happen in its place?
Yeah. So thank you. So once again, what maybe I said before, that we would like in the health sector, health workers, we do that before they only thinking for the medical conventional, but we would like a part or a group of the medical, they will be change the paradigm that we are not only to treat it, but we must be have program for prevention, promotion, including the rehabilitation program. So this is in the hospital. We said the name of the hospital is Dharma Usada City Hospital and Denpasar. So we divide into two kind of the services. There is a medical conventional, because this is according with the license of the hospital. This is the surgery hospital. So we must be run the services according with the license. But the other side, we prepare the health wellness program. This is for the healthy people or the people who have the risk factor. The first, they will begin communication with our staff or our doctor before they are using our program. So communication and then explain information and etc. After that, the customer will be choose the program. It's okay, we're running the program. So this is that we will do with the Health Hub Bali. We have like a call center or concierge for that. So once again, we not make that mix between the sick people with the well people. So the well people, the healthy people, they don't coming first to our facility, but we will be do the communication through the WhatsApp, email, and etc. And then after that, we will be looking that if they use the one program, I try that mostly not do in the hospital. Yeah, we will be do in the villa or the resort on the place of the customer. So this is we will be do, and then we would like that the Balinese traditional medicine as like differentiate of our program, because we know that once again we do there is certified for the people who run the treatment. But we are using what is Bali have about the improvement, about the herb, about the traditional technique and etc. So this is we will be do in the hospital. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you very much indeed. So now questions. So we'll use the mic that Anastasia has. Have any questions? Just raise your palm. We'll start ladies first, and then we'll come this way. Now, just to give you a quick background. So with questions, absolutely 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I am this person. This is my company. Then my question. And then what I'm going to do, which will be very difficult, not just you, Mr. Chai. The answers, remember, Anastasia, Mr. Chai, Dr. Patra. So we're going to give them 2 minutes, 3 minutes to respond. Right, that way we can get through more questions as well. All right. So once again, name, what you're doing. Super cool. Give yourself a plug. You've come here. More than happy to help you plug yourself. Then go straight to your question. Thank you.
Sure. Hello, I'm Sarah. I have a company. We're building superhumans. So basically, we get all the data from people. We give it to our MD and to the AI, and we give the feedbacks. Since you're associated with hospitals and the government, I wanted to ask you why we don't address the elephant in the room, why people go to other countries, which being the price.
Yeah.
No one wants to get treatments here because they are so expensive. Sometimes the treatment with the ticket price altogether equals the treatment you get in Bali. And it stands on the way of people getting their blood work done here. Also myself. Like I had to go do a hormone panel for myself. I was like, oh, with those prices, I would never.
Yeah.
Do you see this changing anytime soon or ever?
Yeah. So this is the issues for our price is higher. Yeah. I have already discussed with the government many times because you know that many products is produced in outside from Indonesia. They come to Indonesia, they have a tax from the supplier to the for the hospital have tax. From hospital to the patient have tax. So 3 times tax. But the tax is the luxury goods. Yeah. So it's made that luxury goods. So it's made that we make comparison for the like doctor fee and etc. It's not so higher, but because more than 50% from the price of the tariff of the hospital is about the drug. Yeah. So this is make our total tariff is higher than if we compare with the Malaysia, Thailand, and etc. like that. And I hope that I don't think about the Indonesia, but we would like thinking about the Bali, because Bali have already the central government starting for the health tourism program. I hope that now in special economic zone they have incentive for tax. So I hope that all around Bali it will be do like that. Yeah. Okay.
Great question. So I think behind you, yeah, my brother. Yeah. So remember, just a quick memory reminder, yeah, that introduce yourself quickly, no problem. Plug your business, plug you, no problem. But then straight to the question, please. All right? Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Mahen. I am the director for marketing in my company, PT Cepat Sehat Indonesia. Basically, we are aggregator for medical service in Bali. I have a question, Dr. Gede. You mentioned something about collaborations. I think I find it interesting. But what opportunities do you see between the government and the private sectors to collaborate together, other than just the local and the foreigner integrations that you mentioned just now? Is there any perhaps referral system or any other integrative partnership that we can have? That's my question. Thank you.
Directly. Okay. Yes. I think that I would like to make a model for this. Yeah. For the government hospital, maybe there is a little bit higher bureaucracy. But I will be start in this hospital, in Dharma Wisada City Hospital. We would like to make a collaboration between the foreign with the local people. Because it is... it's depend on the owner and the management of the hospital. And then after that, we have already asked to the governor that to make a trust, to increase the trust of the Bali program, I think that we must make a collaboration between the foreigners and the local people, because it is my experience in the tourism. Before, maybe why Ubud is famous, because there is like a painter, the famous painter like a Blanco, Ari Smith is promote the Ubud, like Sanur, Limayas, and etc. to promote. So we are here looking that, I think that we make a collaboration with the local and the foreign doctor will be done, because once again we know that the experience and then the beliefness of the people. I think that local people, why they are going to outside, because sometimes they think that little bit, yeah, because the experience and etc. like that. So in Bali International Hospital, they have already run for foreign doctor practice in the hospital. Yeah, that's it.
So just if we pass that mic, Dr. Chai, Mr. Chai, I keep calling him Dr. Chai, to Anastasio. So the question before, there was more of the answer that I think you wanted to share.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, right, if the medical sector or the health and wellness sector in Indonesia or in Bali wants to capture that market, right, fortunately or unfortunately, right, they need to have foreign validation, right? Maybe in the form of medical advisors or basically health seekers or medical seekers, right? At the end of the
Keep your head to the left, approximately 60 degrees. It works.
All right. Yeah. So, right, like what Patra has mentioned is that, yes, at the Integrated Health Hospital, probably the first in Bali, or maybe the first also in Indonesia, that will be operational on the 18th of August, right? If you're looking for collaborations, etc., or even want to be a tenant at the hospital, right? We'll be having something on around the 20th of September, right? So probably you can just get a context or the QR code somewhere around here, right? And then we can move forward from there.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Chai. Again, each time you get the mic, I know I'm gonna be smiling, right? But don't feel that pressure. So when it comes in your personal experience about the prices, right? So it was a great question. In 2 minutes or less, what do you say or what do you recommend about the prices here, maybe at your clinic? Yeah.
Oh, sometimes many foreigners, especially from Australia, they don't believe my therapy. That why so cheaper, too cheaper, because compared to Australia, like Sydney, it costs, let's say 3,000, but in my place 300. They won't believe. I said no, this is not fair, this is the real one, because all the device, let's say we import from Japan. Even the needle we use the Japan, not the China one. So how can you do that? I said yes, because we are not taking so much profit. Maybe there no tax, so tax free. Yeah, of course, I cannot comment the other things, but of course, many people they coming to my place. I have two clinic. First in Denpasar, the second is in Canggu. Canggu is specialist for foreigner only. Yeah, very very affordable. So mostly they coming. Sometimes they coming for let's say 1 month. They can extend it to 2 months. This is very work for me, and I'm still affordable to pay. So expensive, maybe this is not in my terminology.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Jaya. So we have another question over there at the back, and then we're going to come to you. So where's the mic? It was over there somewhere. Have you got a follow up, or you want to pass behind you? Yeah, don't switch it on. Don't switch it off. All right.
I think it's still on. Yeah. There we go. Hi, I'm Diana Raleigh. I run a small...
Come forward, my darling. Come forward, because the radio mic goes so far.
Hi, I'm Diana Rowlett and I run a small online health and wellness business. I'm just curious, you mentioned that you've been doing a little bit of research into traditional Indonesian medicines as well, and typically they're a blend of Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine. Does that mean that you're looking into things like Lolo and Jamu and how they can be used as a low-cost solution for people locally as well?
So for the Balinese traditional medicine, we make like a step by step. Not all of the Balinese traditional medicine. Once again, in government regulation, the people who run this practice, they must be have certified. And what kind of the technique or the like herb that they use, it must be recommended by the health office, Bali health office. This is first step, because if we are using the people with the experience and something they don't have like, because in Bali we have like what we call that reference, that we call that lontar usada Bali, as already a part of them is already researched by the Wiryana University, and they have declared that some kind of the like herb is okay, recommended for the what kind of the disease and etc. And the technique like that too. So it will be, there is a regulation that what is the technique, what the herb that they can use, recommended by the government, like that. Yeah, because once again in traditional medicine in Indonesia, there is three groups. One is the empiric program. It is maybe from father for the son. And then there is a complementary alternative program. It is like acupuncture, acupressure, and etc. And the third group is the integrative program. So must be integration with the medical conventional. So this is them.
So like in Yogyakarta, for example, they have all of these little Jamu cafes, and you walk in and they have like a traditional herbalist family behind the counter.
Yeah.
And then they'll whip up like a concoction that's based on whatever you're feeling. So is that no longer able to happen, and is that now becoming regulated as well?
Yeah. So maybe in Yogyakarta, when the like a jamu, but they have already have a recommendation from the Bali POM. Bali POM it's mean like a FDA. Yeah, so they have already have recommendation. The process must be have a good manufacturing product, and they have a license. They can be using that. For Bali, the product is already here in Bali, but we are in Bali would like the local herb will be there. So the step will be, there is a special laboratory to mix that, to produce the thing and recommended by the FDA of Indonesia, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diane. If you pass the mic over this way, now just a few things. So Anastasio can explain in a second the BPOM, because that's something good, I think, for people. The other thing that Dr. Patra was saying was lontar. Anyone here know what a lontar is? Who doesn't know what a lontar is? Great. So I could explain it, but I love Patra to say it, because he's a Balinese fellow, and it would be beautiful if you explain to people what a lontar is.
Yeah. So this is the means that it's the long guys.
Yeah, as in the lontar. I think that's where the usada comes from. That lontar. Each village has one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I myself start to learning about the Balinese traditional medicine, because my background is before is medical. Yeah, but I myself, as the Balinese people, thinking that we are in Bali, the people using that medical conventional and traditional medicine, and but my opinion that if we looking the research that 60% of the people who think that they sick, it is about the psychologic aspect. Yeah, what we call that psychosomatis disease. It means that the psychologic. So the people who come to the traditional medicine to healer, maybe what we call that holy, we call that malukat, and then meditation, have holy water and etc. So because the psychologic is already have good enough, so they feel getting better. Yeah. So this is I looked at, including that you know that I'm in Bali. We have the principle is Trihita Karana, relationship between the people with the God, people with the people, and people with the environment. We give sanang every day, including the plants. It's not I'm pray the plants, but I know that we living together. Yeah. We know that there is a power of the environment, the power of the plant, and etc. So this is why someone think that if they come to Bali, I feel that the atmosphere is different, because once again I make stronger the environment too, not only the human. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, brother. So just before I go to the question behind, remember, okay, to introduce yourself, then get straight to the question. By the way, one thing we haven't asked yet, little hint, is the percentage of disease in the body caused by our thoughts. Okay, just remind me to ask this one to the panel, please.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I would love to ask my question to Dr. Patra, if I pronounced your name correctly. I'm very interested to talk about, you mentioned about this collaboration and the wellness program. Where can I get some more details? Do you have like the official Bali medical tourism website, or should I just wait till this event finish and then wait for just get your number later? Where can I get some more information, please?
Yes. Yeah. So it's depend on your program.
Yeah.
Maybe, for example, Jenny have the dental program.
Yes.
So I will be communication with the organization of the dental. And then if you would like to open the business maybe in Canggu, so I will be communicate, and I said with the organization, this is the program like this, so would like to make a collaboration, and the license will be for the local doctor. Yeah, but the local doctor has already knows that it will be collaboration with the foreign doctor, right? And in the clinics, the foreign doctor will be as a medical advisor. So they don't need that the license from the government, but must be so your certificate and etc. like that. So, and the important is to have the same perception with the local doctor, like that. Yeah, it's already run for the some clinic in Bali, special maybe in Kuta and Nusa Dua. They have already make a collaboration. So the foreign doctor will be in the hospital in the clinic, but who responsible for the patient is the local doctor, like that. Yeah, maybe we can continuing to maybe for sample and the collaboration. Maybe after this, I will be explain to you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Anastasia, could you quickly explain the process of BPOM? Some people here may have a product they're looking to come and da-da-da-da-da. Then we'll go to Dr. Shamil after that. I think
okay, I'll try to keep this short, but I'll be more direct to the Jamu thing, right? So in short, right, like you were saying in Jogja, yeah, you know, maybe there are a couple of stalls selling jamu, blah, 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 this and that, right? But at the end of the day, right, if Bali becomes at the same thing, the same practices as that, there is no control, right? One day store A mixes it 20%, 30% this, maybe 100% or whatever, there's no control. That's why BPOM is important, right? Again, at the end of the day, it goes back into control. How is it manufactured? How is it bottled? What is the concoction? Blah, blah, blah. Right? And then it has to be verified and validated by a third party. Right? So at the end of the day, right, if Bali is going to be, again, we're going to be pushing jamus and all that, if it's not controlled, right, there's risk involved. Right? So yes, again, BPOM is important.
Thank you. So question over here. Yeah. Yeah, you switched it off. There you do.
I didn't touch it. All right.
You were touching it right now.
Probably
Go for it, Carsten.
right,
Go
right.
for it. Go for it.
All right, so I'm Carsten. I'm an international entrepreneur. And my question is, with all these approvals, FDA approvals, certifications, where does the classical medicine aspect starts or ends, and where does the wellness aspect start and ends? Because I'm familiar with medical tourism in the Czech Republic, for example, where they do dental treatments, which are covered by international insurance companies. So basically, what makes it attractive for people is also that they get the medical bills paid by the insurances, local or international. And where do you separate that? And are actually, how is this set up that, for example, insurances pay for it, or you have to cover it privately?
Yeah. So, yeah, once again, thank you for your question. In my opinion, that, for example, this is the sick people coming to our hospital. They have already the medical services, including the treatment and etc. But we are looking if this is the election operation, the elective operation. It means that not the emergency. The emergency is coming is already direct for operation. If the elective operation, we will be do the preparation for the patient, including to explain about the operation, and then including the mental health and etc. And then after that, we do operation. After operation, we have program for the recovery. In my experience, for the insurance, that they have already covered for it, yeah. But once again, it's depend on the the what we call that, the maximal price that they have, like that. We are here in Bali cannot do like this because we don't thinking about this. Only we are now thinking about when the patient coming to the hospital, operation is already finished. Yeah.
Can I rephrase my question a little bit, make it shorter?
Okay.
So basically, if you have a dental plan and you do a preventional treatment, for example, like cleaning your teeth, etc., the insurance covers it. And if you go, for example, for an ozone treatment because you don't want to get sick, is the question like, what is private? Where does the insurance start? What is traditional? What is conventional? So basically, do you explain that so that a patient that wants to become or that wants to have his treatment and combine it with a medical tourism, staying in Bali, enjoying the island, all the amenities, that he can actually cover from his insurance, a part of it, and the rest from his private pocket?
Yeah. So maybe this is about our pricing strategy, because we would like to make for this program is the package. Yeah, we don't separate that this is for the traditional, because if we separate, maybe the insurance didn't cover. So we would like to make a package. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Patra. Dr. Shamel, so just remember, questions, plug yourself by all means, 5-10 seconds, then straight to your question. Mr. Chai, before she goes here, again, you haven't spoken for a little bit. It's been these two, though in the beginning, well, it was all you. That's okay. So the question I'm going to ask you after this, being that you've been sitting there and listening to these questions and listening to the answers, is there anything that you have an opinion about, or anything that's like, you know what, I think this maybe was missed and I'd like to explain what that was? So we're going to we'll ask Shamel to ask a question first, so you have time to think about it, but that will be the question after that, just to get your insight and opinion on just what's been said before, and if there's something in there that you think, I think people need to know this. Dr. Shamel. Just turn the microphone on. I think Carsten he had his magic fingers to it. He's a magical person. No, just to switch it on. Question is coming. Yeah.
On now?
Yep.
Okay.
Just close to you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sharmel. I'm a doctor of functional and integrative clinical nutrition. So you talked about your model and the plan and so forth. I heard the integrative side, which is part of what I do as well, but I did not hear functional. Is there a place for functional medicine in the model at all? That's my first question.
Yeah. Okay. So this is that I will be planned because we are now in Bali. We don't have the doctor have certified for functional medicine. So this is important for me. Then for the functional medicine, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. So we are looking that the people is already have diagnosed the disease, maybe cancer like that. The functional medicine would like to increase the system and then maybe the organ of the people, not using the drug but using we call that the healthy lifestyle. So to find the cause of the condition, and then you will be using the technique, using the nutrition, the herb, and etc. to increase the system. Yeah, the quality of the system like that. So we think about that, but we will be start to make a training for the doctor for the functional medicine. Yeah.
Second question.
Here?
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
So the second question then is, with the collaboration efforts, is the only capacity for a foreign professional like me is as a medical advisor?
Yeah. So in my concept, my system, that we have already have a doctor who responsible for the program, and then you are as a expert, you have the functional medicine expert. You can make a collaboration with our local doctor. You must be so that this is our certified for the functional medicine, and what the kind of the program will be do, which area that you can be do collaboration with the local. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, great. So we're going to pass it over. Anastasia, the question to you after this will be Kura upcoming events. Okay? Kura upcoming events. Kura. It's okay. We'll get to you. Over to you. Switch it on again. People, he doesn't know. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, my question is for Dr. Chai. Oh, Mr. Chai. Sorry.
Mr. Chai. I keep saying Dr. Chai as well. Dr. Sufendi, but Mr. Chai prefers.
You were talking.
On again. Maybe we've got battery issues there. So maybe hold it at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were talking about how it's very important to like clean your blood, like how you're cleaning an oil of a car. And of course we can use ozone therapy. I'm so sorry. Okay. You said it was really good to like clean it, right?
Yep. Just keep going.
Okay. But
yeah, maybe the battery on that one goes. So we just swap it. Yeah, batteries. Yeah, interesting. So what we understood so far is that yes, about the importance of cleaning the blood, so you can take it from there.
Yeah, so of course that's very important, and so I wanted to ask, like, in the end of the day, we all go to the hospital because, example, like some people get diseases, etc. But what we can do to prevent it is to actually learn how to take care of ourselves to begin with. And so, if you could advise to people here and just in general, what can you do to, in a sense, clean your blood by yourself? Is it to become more active, eat better, eat jamu, etc.? Like, how can we naturally learn to like make our blood, in a sense, better to prevent, dying or getting cancer and etc.?
So to help you, 3 things. Otherwise, I think we're going to get 10.
Yeah, okay.
Three of your best, Mr. Chai.
Okay.
Give us 3 of your best.
Okay. We always have a measurement. Okay. State 1, state 2, and state 3, state 4. So this is the final one. So I will answer with stage 1. Stage 1 is when you do some prevention, especially you are still young. You can drink jamu. You can make your own. See, or you can purchase from the store that's already have the BPOM. So it's easy. So you just drink it, mixture with water, and you drink it. That's number 1. But how if you getting older? Maybe you have a problem with cholesterol. Maybe you have a problem with diabetes, maybe pre-diabetes. That's stage 2. So you can still drink that jamu, do some exercise. Again, you can come into my place, maybe you do once a month to clean your blood, because blood problem is always waste of metabolism. But how come my metabolism worse? Why my blood so thick? Because your liver, you must clean your liver, you must clean your kidney, you must clean your corner. Mostly people coming with cancer, number one said, clean your colon. Really? He said, yes. How do you know? I said, yes, because there's a standard procedure. You must clean your colon. When you clean your colon, you are not easily to getting fat, not easily to getting cholesterol, not easily to get some, waste of metabolism. Okay. But sometimes people have the problem very, very severe. Of course, they are in medication. But, when you drink medicine, like let's say for diabetes, okay, you drink the medicine once a day. And then after 1 year, 2 years, you drink twice. And then after that, maybe after 5 years, you try to do the injection. So how come? It is getting worse or getting better? No, getting worse. So what are you going to do? Some people coming here with gangrene, diabetic foot. So I help them. I said, no need to do the surgery, no antibiotic. You come into my place, we clean. Still, you can take the medicine from the doctor. But be careful. Even you do insulin, but sometimes your insulin will retreat. No more insulin because you're getting better. Wow, I said, yes, I get it. But of course, I said to you, sometimes, it is bad thing for doctors because you are not taking insulin anymore. You are taking medicine anymore. So that's why we do what we do. There's stage 3 or maybe stage 4. So what are you going to do? Of course, there's many things. So why people need medicine? Because you are stage 3 or stage 4. You need because you are in critical condition. Otherwise, it cannot make you living well. But you can come to my place together. And how to measure it? Of course, by Dr. Patra said, okay, we have medical device. We check everything by the standard. So about HB1C, about your blood sugar fasting, 2 hours after eating, everything be measured by the medical field. Okay, that's the truth. So, but how to make our body function again? So it clean all the waste of metabolism from the liver, from the kidney, from the colon, from the heart. Make you do exercise more. It's burning. It's trigger your hormone. It's involve your sleep much better. Many things. So everybody have their own ability to heal. We just help them. So actually, we no need medicine unless you are in critical condition. So in my place, I treat everything. Only one thing I do not do: surgery. I have no surgery room. So if we already clean and they are very, very good shape. And I said, what else? I said, stem cell to make you more younger again. So resilience, your T cell, your NK cell, natural killer cell, very, very tough. So even if you are 80 years old, you're still functioning. You are not getting easily by the cancer. That's the truth. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jaya. Great question, great answer. So we're going to begin to wrap this up. So any more urgent questions? Otherwise, you can wait to the end. All right. So what's going to happen is, we're going to give everyone here like a final chance to. I'm going to give them a question to wrap up, and then after that we're gonna have a photo where everyone here is welcome. I invite you all to join. It's fun. Have a photo together. Then after that you'll have the opportunity. Remember, Tropical Nomad is open 24 hours. You don't need to take all 24, maybe take 4. I really do encourage you to connect with people that you've seen and you thought, you know what, I should speak to that person, right? Because this is why you came, actually, as well as to speak to our illustrious panel of experts, all right? So that's just one thing there. So one thing which I'd like to Thrive in Bali 2026. I wanna ask if you can talk on that a little bit. Anastasio, talk a little bit about Kura. Now, not about the events, but what Kura is, right? Because there are 2 special economic zones. One is Kura. Give a bit of details about that, what you can. When it comes to you, Mr. Chai, I think you've explained this already, so that's good. You've been very communicative tonight. So in other words, I'm pretty sure that everyone here is going to go to BHCC and they're going to get ozone treatment. I'm pretty sure everyone here is going to do that. So, right, yes, starting with him. So in your summing up, maybe don't need to speak about BHCC so much because they know they're coming. But the question for you would be, what is it based upon the patients which are coming through, the symptoms that they're showing up with? If there was one thing, maybe 2, but let's go for 1, that you wish they had have done earlier, what would that have been? Now you're going to get about 2 minutes to think about this, right? So again, the question for you is, if based upon the patients you're seeing now, the symptoms that they're showing up with, if there was one thing outside of you should have come to see me earlier, that they could have done, going back to your question here, not to prevent, but to be in a better state of being, what would that be? All right. So Dr. Patra, we're going to talk about Thrive in Bali, right? 2026. What does that look like for you? And Anastasio, we're going to talk about, Kura, what that stands for, what's happening there. And if there's anything else that you think that we've missed tonight, please do. So we're going to go in reverse order. So we'll start with Anastasio, Mr. Chai, and we'll end with Dr. Patra. Before we get there, just remember, so Health Hub Bali, it's a collaboration the first Monday of every month. So just go online, you can find Health Hub Bali. Now, Health Hub Bali is doing some tremendous things. We mentioned the ecosystem already of medical, wellness, and health. Right? We've mentioned that already. What Health Hub is doing, or part of what Health Hub is doing, is bringing all of these elements together, right? To give you choices, so you have the choice of how to improve your health. Health Hub is working with, obviously, our brother here, Dr. Patra Jaya, working with government, working with practitioners, and working with patients. We haven't mentioned Daniele, another part of the Health Hub team. It's his job of how do you import equipment into Indonesia. That's a whole nother bag. Legal, legitimate, and credible. How do you do that, right? So that's for another date, another time. But it's just part of what Health Hub does. Also, when it comes to these health journeys we've spoken about personalized journeys, working with Dr. Patra, obviously Mr. Chai, working with Bali, working with the infrastructure that there is already. As Dr. Patra was saying as well, the first integrative medical hospital, and please mention that again so people know, it opens up on the 18th of August. And if there's anyone here, practitioners or watching, that would like to be a part of that, please feel free to reach out to probably Health Hub Bali or Anastasio after here. And so just remember, we're here every Monday. Join the QR code over here somewhere. Speak Up Monday. Next Monday is about technology. But that's enough from me. Let's go over to you, Anastasio, to talk about that and anything else you think has been missed, followed by Mr. Chai and followed by Dr. Patra.
All right, so I'll just keep it short. I will try.
I never said that.
All right, so the special economic zone in Sanur, I believe that's 40 hectares. Is it 40 hectares?
Yes.
So there's another special economic zone, right, which is privately owned, right, 400 hectares, right? So that's Kura. So at Kura, there's a little portion over there that is focused into health, wellness, and medical, right? So we are trying to do some pilot projects over there, right? So one positive or one advantage of being in a special economic zone, let's say we talk about pricing wise, right? The problems about luxury taxes and so forth, right? So when you're in a special economic zone, importing it, right, 0%, right? Where everybody else pays that luxury tax, that they call it the Bay Cukai, Bay Masuk, import duties. There will be the 11% VAT, blah blah blah, and then a 2.5% PPH, right? So all of that you're liable for if you're outside the zone, but if you're in the zone, 0%. Right, one advantage again, pricing wise, you're up there. Secondly, on the special economic zones, medical practitioners, right? Medical practitioners can practice in the zones. Number one, let's say at Kura, what you need to do is you need to set up your clinic in the special economic zone, right? Once you're set up in economic zone over there, right, you apply for your clinic licenses accordingly, and then you once on approval, yes, you need to submit your work permits for approval again. Once you get approved, yes, you can practice as a medical doctor, right? So that's one of the plus points again for Kura. Right. Anything else?
That's pretty good. Anything else you want to sum up about tonight's episode? Health Hub Bali, Rebranding Bali, Integrative Health Hub.
Yeah. So maybe I just want to add a bit more that the health wellness sector is booming. Right. So my consulting firm alone, since October, we have set up more than 30 spas and 4 clinics. Right, we have one more being set up. Oh, sorry, another one over there. Two more clinics we're trying to set up again for clients. And yes, right, I believe with what is coming in, the demand is there. The investment opportunities are there. Is this how you want to place yourself in this market?
Thank you, Mr. Chan.
Yeah. Okay. Make it short. Okay, what we are going to do? Yeah, actually, I know I'm not waiting for the sick person. Okay, so sometimes they coming to me. Maybe they cannot sleep well. Okay, then many say as 50 or 60 years old people. Sometimes they are very hard to sleep. Sleep well.
Guzman.
That is very good. We can help them to improve blood circulation, because when we clean the blood, it clean about 5 liters in one time. The second, if you have the knee problem, osteoarthritis problem, joint problem, we can have the stem cell there, and it's proven, it works. Okay, no painkiller anymore. Okay, the third, of course, many people coming, especially like in Western country, because they suffering from the COVID vaccination. Oh, I have the problem. I'm easily tired. I have a very anxiety problem. So we can clean up. So it's mean our clinic actually clean up. So like this water, we clean the water. So you have cholesterol, no need to take the medicine. If you have the uric acid, we can clean it up. So we just filter like this water. How it can be very, very clear and transparent? We just filter. So everything is just filtered. So in the future, maybe if we can filter all the toxin from the body, they know heart attack, they know blood pressure, maybe there's no diabetes, maybe there's no cancer anymore. So we can prevent very, very earlier. Of course, they included vitamins, nutritions. Though it is not only cleaning, we have a cleaning program, and we have the what they call fertilize problem, and we have the stem cell problem. So it means it's one row. We have everything inside, unless surgery. We don't have that yet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so my plan in 2026 is we would like to increase us to strengthen our program. Yeah, by we strengthen the ecosystem, because the program like our package, it's not only in health sector, because we must be joined with the tourism sector, the government, and the other association like that. So I would like to strengthen our ecosystem. And the second, that inside of the program, we would like to recruit more than now, because once again we must be change the paradigm of our doctor. The first is not only thinking the sick people, the well people, they think that this is sick people. So they are thinking about the medication. But we must be to shift the paradigm to be the wellness program. And we would like to be a model, a pioneer. Because in Bali, the pioneer is not so much, but the follower will be much. So we would like to make a pioneer, to make the program, and then after that we will be shared to our friend around of Bali. We are only thinking about Bali because for Indonesia, you know that about the political, about the situation, religion, and etc. sometimes it's not good enough. So we are thinking for Bali. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Once again, Health Hub Bali core partners, Anastasio, Mr. Chai, Dr. Patra. I'm also a core member as a core partner as well. And thank you everyone here for coming tonight. Remember, there's a few things going to happen. Number one, we're going to take a photo. Number two, going to have networking, going to speak to each other. Thank you again very much indeed, Guzman. Round of applause, please, for Guzman and our guests. Woo! See you next week. Thank you very much.